What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's get into NXT for October the 17th, 2023. Pretty okay show for the most part. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night, that being the Bada Bing, Bada Boom Battle Royal. The winners get a shot at the NXT Tag Team Championships next week. So basically, you had all the entire tag division of NXT in the ring and everything. So it came down to the final two teams, which were Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, along with Chase University. So, this was a long match between the two, which I didn't like. I hate that concept. I don't know why they went with that concept. I think it's dumb, and they should never do it again. So towards the end of the match, Brutus, he comes out. He gets involved in the match, and this allows for Andre Chase to hit the victory roll for the 1, 2, 3. So I guess they're going to feud the Creed brothers with Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. I'm fine with that. I'm down for that. I like both teams, so this does make sense. And we know that Andre Chase and Duke Hudson are going to lose anyway. So Chase University are going to definitely lose to Tony D and Stax at Halloween Havoc next week. It's just a given, so it's fine. Moving on. So Blair Davenport, she's got unfinished business with DG Dolan, and she challenges her to a match next week at Halloween Havoc. Moving on. Next, my boy, Brian Pillman Jr., a.k.a. Lexus King. So Lexus King says superstars from the past, they would show me clips of my father, tell me how much they loved him, and what do you know? What did I do? I looked him right in the eye and lie straight through my teeth and say, yeah, I loved him too. Well, the reality is, when you're just 4 years old, you really don't know what love is. Hell, I didn't even know that man. He spent more time in a hotel room than he did in my own home. You expect me to love him? I am no one's shadow. Halloween Havoc is the start of my career, not the continuation of someone else's. I'm going to take the first step in forging my own path, and I'm going to make my name bigger than his ever was. And that name is Lexus King. I like this. I'm down for it. This is awesome. Let's fucking go. Brian Pillman Jr. is going to be successful in WWE. He is. I could see him being NXT North American Champion sometime in 2024. I guarantee what's going to happen. This guy gets it. He absolutely gets it. This makes perfect sense. I know people hate the name Lexus King, but it's paying homage to his sister and his stepfather, who passed away as well. So it's paying homage to both of them. So I don't know why people are hating on that. It's kind of weird to me. I just don't understand that. I mean, I get that, you may not like the name, but it doesn't really matter. But Brian Pillman Jr. is going to be successful for sure. And I basically want to kind of reiterate this, that this is probably just something that he's going to do for a little while. I probably think he's going to revert back to the Brian Pillman Jr. name probably in about 6 to 8 months from now. So this is just temporary. This is not full. This is not long term, basically. Moving on. So this segment made me want to slash my TV in a million pieces. This pissed me off. This segment here sucked. So Carmelo Hayes gets on the mic. He hypes up last week, talking about how it was an honor to stand in the ring with John Cena and the Undertaker. He feels like he's living in a video game on universe mode. So then out comes Baron Corbin. He starts to belittle Carmelo Hayes and everything else. He basically calls him a mark for, Cody and John Cena and everything else. He said that he saw Carmelo sit in Shawn Michaels' office and talking with John Cena for over an hour. He said that we saw the post that you did with The Undertaker. It's been over to Instagram. Then out comes Dijak. So he belittles both Corbin and Carmelo. So Corbin and Dijak, they start to jaw jack up each other. It's not really that important. Melo responds by just saying, he could put Dijak's jersey up on the Raptors anytime he wants to. And then Carmelo just, they all continue to jaw jack up each other. Then Ilya, he gets on the screen and he says, that last week, Cody Rhodes left his duties as general manager. He made one more decision. So the next main event is going to be a fatal 4-way. And then out comes Trick Williams. He's the last man to be announced. So Trick makes fun of both Dijak and Baron Corbin. And then basically, Corbin and Dijak try to tell Carmelo basically the same thing, that Trick's gonna, you should watch out for Trick. They're trying to put a wedge between the two of them. And then basically a brawl ensues. So it's a massive brawl that breaks down. So it's pretty cool stuff there. I like that, but again, Dijak, can we please release him and just send him to AEW, put him in Ring of Honor, please? I'm so tired of him. Fuck Dijak. Corbin's okay, but he's overstayed his welcome as well. Next, moving on. So Tiffany Stratton, Fallon Henley, she had a backstage confrontation with Tiffany Stratton. So Fallon Henley was trying to give advice to young female competitors who are participating in the women's breakout tournament. They shouldn't seek advice from Tiffany Stratton because she's self-absorbed. Tiffany Stratton goes over her resume and how she brought the fight to a woman who made it at WrestleMania. Tiffany Stratton says that Fallon Henley is going to give off poor vibes, which is kind of funny. She called her, I think, Fallon Hinkley or something like that or whatever. It was funny. Moving on. So, we had Karmen Petrovic versus Jada Parker, the NXT Breakout Women's Tournament. So this was the first round. So Karmen, she wins. It's almost kind of similar to Carmelo's Code of Silence. So it basically was that, which is fine there. Moving on. So, this leads us into Lyra Valkyria versus Tegan Nox. And this match was super fucking long. Super long for no reason. It was long just like the first match with Chase U and Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. It was that long. I hate long matches like this. So basically, towards the end of the match, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, they make their presence known. And this distracts Tegan Nox, and this allows for Lyra Valkyria to get the win, which makes sense. So, post-match, Lyra Valkyria gets on the mic and says that she's going to continue to kick down doors at Halloween Havoc. So Becky Lynch appears on the Titantron, and she congratulates Lyra Valkyria on her victory. Becky says that she respects Lyra's journey. She acknowledges that Lyra is very good, but she's just better. The NXT Women's title is Becky's purpose. This could be a dream match for Lyra Valkyria, but when the bell rings, she needs to despise Becky because that's the only shot she's got at beating her. And then Becky welcomes Lyra Valkyria to the big time. So this is cool there, but I'm so tired of the fangirling of Lyra Valkyria. It makes no sense. It's not in her character. It shouldn't be. I hate that shit. It's very annoying. They just need to turn Lyra Valkyria heel, if we're being honest. You know? Moving on. So, Carmelo Hayes is pissed that Trick Williams basically blindsided him. Trick said that he took advice from John Cena last week. He said that time is important, and Trick likes gold, and he wants more of it. He's in the same position that Carmelo was in this time last year. Trick apologizes for not coming to Carmelo first with this information, but he was nervous to tell him. Carmelo says that he's Trick's biggest fan, and that he could have told him what was going on. Now they have to face each other, and Melo is going to do what he has to do to win. Trick tells Melo to keep that same energy. No matter what happens, the Trick and Melo gang will still be intact. Nice. Really good stuff there. Moving on. So, Gigi Dolan, she's backstage. She says that Halloween is her favorite time of the year. It's her favorite holiday of the year. And then she proceeds to accept Blair Davenport's challenge. But she raises the stakes by spinning the wheel and making the deal. And next week, their match is going to be a lights-out match. And then Gigi calls Blair Davenport a bitch, which was great. I loved it. She said that with some intensity in her voice, which was really good. Next, Robert Stone, he's trying to give Von Wagner some encouragement during his recovery. Okay, so that happened, a month ago? Again, they're still playing the story, but I don't know, man. I'm over the Braun Breaker, Von Wagner stuff. Let's just move on from this, please. I'm actually wanting Braun Breaker to be on the main roster, for being honest. I'm just tired of him being on NXT. I mean, I like his heel run. His heel run has been okay, but he's just been eating so many L's, it's just unreal. It's like, it's time for him to get on the main roster and have some new, fresh feuds. Like, really. Moving on. Shotzi versus Kiana James. So, towards the end of the match, Roxanne Perez comes out, and they do the whole Eddie Guerrero spot. So, Kiana James does carry a brick in her purse, which was interesting. So, they did the Eddie Guerrero moment. So, the referee, he doesn't call the match off. So, this allows for Shotzi to connect with the diving senton for the 1, 2, 3. So, that's fine there. Moving on. So, Mackenzie Mitchell, she had a backstage interview with Metaphor, which was funny. So, Noam Dar says that he's at the hospital right now with Jakara Jackson. Jakara was medically disqualified from the women's breakout tournament, and Akira Tozawa wants Noam Dar's attention. And Metaphor, they shove Akira Tozawa to the side, basically. They also said that Jakara Jackson had she's missing an arm or whatever, which was funny, because Mackenzie was like, no, that's not even going to happen. She's not even going to have surgery. It was funny. So it was a good little funny segment. Moving on. Trick basically gets jumped backstage. So the seeds have been planted. We know that it was Carmella who did this. And this makes sense. I'm very interested in this. We all know that it was Carmella who jumped Trick Williams. So it's interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm very excited for it. Next, Dominic Mysterio, he's tired of wasting his time with Nathan Frazier. So Dom gets into a massive brawl with Nathan Frazier. That spills into the NXT arena. And then this allows for Frazier to get the upper hand for a little bit. He's about to go for the Phoenix Splash, but Rhea Ripley, she shows up and she pulls Dominic out the ring. That's fine there. Next. So Roxanne Perez does not understand Kiana James' obsession with her. Well, Shotzi being the host of Halloween Havoc, Roxanne Perez gets a chance to spin the wheel, make the deal. So Roxanne Perez and Kiana James will have a Devil's Playground match. That's interesting. But does this feud really even need that? And is this even a feud? Like, there have been so many stop and start pushes with Kiana James. It's been weird to me. Like, I don't understand it. Like, Kiana James is great. I love her character. Her in-ring work is fine. Her in-ring skills are good too. So she's got the total package. Like, she's good in the promo department. She's good in the character department, and she's good in the in-ring department. So she's solid. Like, I would love for her to win the breakout tournament, but she's not going to win that. But again, I don't think Roxanne Perez and her need to be having a Devil's Playground match. It doesn't make any sense. I get the whole Halloween theme and stuff like that and everything else because it's Halloween Havoc, but still, it's just not called for. Like, I don't get it, you know? I don't know. We'll see where it goes, I guess. Moving on. So, we get Arianna Grace versus Brinley Reese. So, Arianna Grace gets on the mic, talks some trash, saying that she was about to receive a bye, but she doesn't. And then, so basically, Arianna Grace gets the win with a nasty judo hip throw for the 1, 2, 3. Like, it was great. I loved it. It was great. I loved it. Arianna Grace is going to be a star. She's going to be a star, it seems like. I like her. I do. I like her character. Her gimmick is good. And it makes sense, you know. She's really good. I think she did cheerleading competitively, and I think she was also a beauty queen pageant, I think. I believe she may have won a Miss America. I want to say maybe a few years ago, so maybe like 2018, 2019 or something like that. I know she won a Miss America or something like that. I think so. But Arianna Grace is great, you know. I like her. Moving on. So Braun Breaker, he's got no sympathy for Robert Stone and Von Wagner. So then Robert Stone challenges Braun Breaker to a match at Halloween Havoc. Breaker likes that idea a lot and says that Stone will suffer the same fate as Von Wagner, and that's a trip to the hospital. And then the main event, the triple threat match for the number one contender to face Ijla Dragunov for the NXT Championship night 2. The second week of Halloween Havoc. Carmelo Hayes versus Baron Corbin versus Dijak. So Carmelo Hayes gets the win via the nothing but net. So Corbin hits the end of days, then Carmelo hits the nothing but net, and then he pins Dijak for the 1, 2, 3, which is great. So I'm glad that we didn't have to suffer through Baron Corbin and Ijla, or Ijla Dragunov and Dijak. So praise the wrestling gods there. That's a massive blessing from them. It's great. So the closing segment of the show was, we see Lyra Valkyria in the locker room. She's ripping up a picture of her and Becky Lynch. Lyra Valkyria says that next week her time will come. And then Jade Cargill pops up on the screen. And she's pointing at her watch, hinting that she may make her debut next week at Halloween Havoc. And then the show goes off the air. So that was great there. So NXT was okay for the most part. The matches were so-so. Like, I could have done without most of the matches. The only angles that we got was, like, the Mello and Trick angle. And we know that that's going to be good. I can't wait for that. The women's breakout tournament is okay. The brawl with Dom and Nathan Frazier, that was pretty cool. Other than that, NXT was okay. It's interesting to see how they're going to do in the ratings this week. I would assume probably maybe like between 600 and maybe 620K viewers is probably what they'll get. Because Becky Lynch wasn't really on the show. I mean, she was. Dom was on the show. Rhea was on the show for a second. Not long. So, yeah. But I'm very interested in Halloween Havoc. And I think that both weeks should be a success. I think night 1 should be good. Night 2, same thing. So week 1 and week 2 should be very, very good. And that should allow for NXT to do very good in the ratings for 2 straight weeks. But we shall see. But what did you guys think? I'm very excited for Halloween Havoc. But what did you guys think? Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Tonight